with us today. A little breeze in the air. It's very warm. It's very humid.
Yes, it is.
And hopefully not too active today. The sun is shining for now.
The sun is shining for now. Leslie and Beth, we're going to keep the air moving for you. A little bit breeze. Look at that. We got gigantic bubbles behind us. Wow. Maybe the biggest bubble I've ever seen. Yeah, what a great place to come to for the Hometown Spotlight. Weather-wise, we'll talk more about that coming up.
A sticky breeze, but a breeze nonetheless. We'll take it, Todd. Thank you.
If we could just have an Arnold Palmer, that would be great.
Ooh.
We make sure to find that. All right, want to get you.
Thank you for the news update.
And if there's one thing this town has, it's certainly a unique history. Alcoa used to be known as North Maryville many, many years ago, and it began a transition thanks to the Aluminum Company of America. Of course, the first letters spell out Alcoa. And Alcoa's motto has long been advancing each generation, and they certainly continue to do so.
So to talk a little bit more about the future and what we enjoy now in Alcoa, we're bringing in Clarence Williams, who's the Planning Commission Chairman, and Bruce Applegate Jr., who's the Deputy City Manager. Okay, hardest question for you men first. What's your favorite thing about Alcoa? What do you like to do here?
I love the people here in Alcoa.
Are growing and adding new business. And as a lifelonger here in Alcoa, I know that heritage is very important to you.
It really is.
And the founders certainly of this town with the company were very forward thinking. They brought community and also equal education during the 20s. So that continues to thrive here, the diversity and just that community feel. And we've got a park full of people today too.
Mm-hmm. And if you're just right down.
Both of you for being with us today. We're going to show more of the pool coming up. That would be a great place to be today, to certainly take a splash. But thank you for hosting us today, and we're thrilled to be in your community.
Thank you for coming out.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
We're excited to see what the future holds for Alcoa. As Beth mentioned, let's take you back in history a little bit. We got some video shared with us from the Tennessee Archive of Movie
that's been to Alcoa or from Alcoa, and the first thing they will talk about is the pool. We want to tell you more of that history. It dates back, built in the 1930s, if you can believe it. The pool has been a favorite for people to enjoy during the hot summer months for decades.
Welcome back. We are here at Springbrook Park for our Alcoa Hometown Spotlight. And throughout the past couple years, we've taken you all across East Tennessee in our series of abandoned places, looking at buildings past. We're hopeful those renovations on Vos School will get started up this year. And if you want to go check out Millennium Manor, you can take a tour. We have the info on our website.
Two really neat places here in the Alcoa community. Well, Todd is joining us a few minutes ago. You were chasing bubbles behind us, some of the biggest bubbles we've ever seen.
Some of the biggest bubbles we've ever seen. And I tell you what, here we go. And let's just see.
Coming our
it all
way?
depends on the wind direction, right? All right, that one's going
we
to
got
go.
lost
That
in the
went in the tree. There was a couple that went just right over the
over our
pavilion
head.
here.
Straight for the camera, of course, when we're commercial break, right?
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? That's kind of it feels a little bit cooler when you're looking at bubbles in the air. The wind is blowing, and hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. It is.
Yeah, they're distance in today, so we wish them all the best.
They're in good shape, absolutely.
They absolutely have to be to endure in this heat.
We did get a nice little breeze here.
Yeah, we did.
Well, we can't forget about
Randall Cobb begins his 12th season in the NFL. His young family is planting roots in Nashville. Recently, I caught up with the Green Bay wide receiver.
To this area in about a month, the Smoky Mountain Air Show.
It is a big event, and our two next guests are very involved with the air show. We have Lieutenant Colonel Travers Hurst, who's with the 134th Air Refueling Wing, the executive officer, and then First Lieutenant Whit Mahan, who's a pilot with the 134th Air Refueling Wing. We are thrilled to have you guys with us today, and I know the calendar is marked. The first air show was such a success. I know you guys are looking forward to bringing it back again this year.
Absolutely. It's great opportunity for us to invite people into.
And who all is going to, I think that's extremely special for kids who probably see them in the sky, get to experience them up close. And you also have a lot of veterans that attend and get to maybe see some air.
Yeah, and that'll be here before we know it, and we'll have much more information on the air show on our website. Thank you both for being with us today. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Free to attend, but you can go ahead and grab those parking passes. We will be right back with much more on here in Alcoa, including a distillery and a car wash coffee shop hybrid. We'll take it.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. All right, well, Alcoa is growing and new businesses are bringing luxury experiences to the community.
Our reporter Katie Inman gives us a look at Harper Auto Wash, which sits on Alcoa Highway, to explain how that company is changing the game.
And welcome back to Live at 5 at 4. We are on the road today in the town of Alcoa for our hometown spotlight. It's a great place to visit, a great place to live. We talked a lot about the Springbrook Pool, but another popular place here for generations is the Duck Pond.
It's been a hub.
You know, and we're spotlighting Alcoa. You have provide care in a number of counties across East Tennessee, but you just recently opened an urgent care facility for 85 years. I'm sure you'll have more celebrations to come.
Absolutely. We're very excited. We have special events coming up, and throughout all of East Tennessee, we're very excited to share that.
Certainly help a lot of families in our community. Congratulations on the 85th anniversary. Taylor, we'll talk to you much more. Thank you for being with us today.
A lot of people have grown up and have connections to Children's Hospital,
absolutely.
whether it's them, their kids, their grandkids. Well, a drive down the older, more established streets of Alcoa, and the street signs might jump out at you.
Yes, and for good reason. The original streets are named for scientists and engineers, and some also for company officials within the early days of Alcoa.
You're welcome.
Well, we talked about Randall Cobb earlier. We want to continue introducing you to some influential members that called Alcoa home here in this community. Artist Bessie Harvey worked here and raised her very large family here as well. Now, while she's no longer living, you can view her work all around the world.
And the tasting room is actually in Townsend, recently opened its doors. The company Distilling currently employs 20 people, but will grow to 50 or 60 once the headquarters opens here in Alcoa.
That wraps up everything for our hour here at 4. We're going to have much more coming up in our 5 o'clock show, introducing you to another restaurant that you can go visit and another influential member of the community. But we've really enjoyed being out there. This is a beautiful park if you want to come hop on the Greenway, and of course, maybe just go at the pool.
Yeah, it's fantastic. The park, the pool, the duck pond, it is a wonderful community, and we are so fortunate to have Alcoa as a neighbor to Knoxville, and we appreciate everyone in the city being so gracious and hosting us, and maybe we can find a little more relief from the heat.
Tell you what, I think there may be a creek down there somewhere. So you can run down to the pool. Alcoa is a wonderful place. Great people. I love what Clarence said. It's all about the people.
It is all about the people, and you can tell it makes this community special. Well, we thank you for watching and hope that you will join us for more coverage from